they'll lynch you. But he did, and he laughs.
Russell West Ham Network. Hope you're safe and well. Monday morning. Monday. So good to me. Would it be good to West Ham this week? Who knows? Could be a very busy week on and off the pitch if it's led to what we're led to be believed. But a early morning daily show. You've got your bowl of cornflakes. It's a bit extravagant to have a bacon sandwich on a Monday morning, isn't it? So, maybe some porridge, maybe some overnight oats, and just a few stories that have been going up. We'll have a Hammers headlines later on with the latest transfer rumours, but 3 stories today. And it's all about showing people the money. Show me the money. So it's whether we're talking about the club or whether we're talking about players being shown the money. And this will be hopefully a Declan Rice free zone today just for this episode. So let's start. One player we've been heavily linked with for a couple of years now is the striker Jonathan David, the Canadian international. Now the Hammers have been heavily linked in the past, and it was previously reported via Calcio Mercato. I don't know why I do it with a Japanese accent. It's a Spanish news outlet. But anyway, that the player likes the idea of joining West Ham. He likes it. Obviously, friend of the channel, Craig Forrest, former Canadian. I'll have a word. Speaking in an interview with La Voix de Noir, the 23-year-old admitted he could see himself leaving Lille and only has eyes for the Premier League. The West Ham target is an excellent goal-scoring record for club and country. He's notched up 95 club goals in 219 appearances already in his fledgling career, and he's already got 25 in 42 for Canada too. Now, Lille have reportedly told West Ham how much they want for the striker, and it's not unreasonable, to be perfectly honest. The French club are already planning his replacement as well. Again, another player that we know in terms of the Ghent forward Gift Orban, who we faced on our way to Europa Conference League victory. Good player, young, full of energy, would do very well in the Premier League, I think. But it appears the agents of David, who scored 24 league goals last season in Ligue 1, has let interested clubs know he's valued at around £40 million, which, considering his age, considering his goal record already, his attributes, especially in the light of some of the other fees being paid by clubs in recent windows, not forgetting the fact that we paid £35 million for Gianluca Scamacca, who's the same age and he's nowhere near his levels of goals in terms of statistics. I don't think that's a bad deal at all. £40 million for Jonathan David. Jesus. And particularly now, if we're looking at, led to be believed that Scamacca is maybe being touted by it for Italian return to Italy. Don't think you could do too wrong with that. 40 million quid. Sometimes that valuation takes you a little bit back by surprise. And I think that would be, you think, I wasn't going to mention him. But if we did sell Declan Rice, saying we got £100 million in the bank, say we spent 40, 50 million maybe on a João Paulino or Harvey Barnes, 40 million on Jonathan David, plus we sell Gianluca Scamacca. That don't seem a bad deal at all. But we'll keep an eye on that and see how that develops. But obviously, he's £40 million to anyone, so not just to West Ham. But he likes the idea of joining West Ham by all accounts. Another player that we've been told of the fee, we've been told to show me the money, is the Juventus midfielder Denis Zakaria. We've mentioned him before. Obviously, we've been interested in looking at him. And apparently, his asking price is 20 million euros, which is about 17 million quid, according to a new report. He spent last season on loan at Chelsea, where he was on about 90 grand a week. The Swiss international had a very underwhelming spell at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea had a very underwhelming spell last season as well, so it's hardly surprising. Despite this, he's been made a target for West Ham. According to Gazzetta dello Sport, the Hammers have carried out a survey. Is that like when you buy a house? For Zakaria, and Juventus will be happy for him to leave before the end of the transfer window. And that being said, it's about 17 million quid. West Ham claim it maybe it's too much. So a move is only likely to materialize if they lower the price. But for 17 million quid for a 26-year-old who has the apart from his time at, he went on to into, where was he before? Mönchengladbach. He's got almost 50 caps for Switzerland. Experienced international, 125-ish Bundesliga appearances. He's 26, 17 million quid. Jeez, I tell you what, if that's too much, then we're definitely low balling for sure. That's for sure. He struggled at his time for Chelsea, but as I said, I think Chelsea struggled for their time at Chelsea last season as well. But good player. I was glad we didn't get him actually on a free transfer when he left Mönchengladbach, but obviously went to Juventus. Why not? And the last player we're going to show, who wants to show the money, but it's his wages, as we know, is an old friend. An old transfer rumour friend, and that is the Belgian midfielder Amadou Onana. Go on, say it. Onana. What's his name? It's Onana. Apparently, West Ham are back on the trail for the Belgian midfielder and have the funds to pay 50 million quid and give him a big contract, according to several journalists. The Hammers wanted, obviously, to sign Onana last summer from Lille. But we know what happened. The Belgian international opted for the money and went to Goodison Park. His family were involved in the agents, and basically West Ham said, we're not giving you that. Everton did, and that was under Frankie Lampard. But after he's since lost his place in the side towards the end of a tough season, when Sean Dyche came in, he wasn't getting as much game time, and Everton are looking to cash in on some of their big players, the likes of Pickford as well. They're in real financial issues at the moment, and according to several people, including journalist Alan Nixon, Moyes is apparently ready to move for him again. He was quoted saying, West Ham boss is ready to raid Everton to sign Onana in a second attempt. He wants the powerful Belgian to replace Declan Rice, and the Goodison club may be willing to sell between 40 and 50 million pounds. Obviously, they wanted him last year, and he lost out when he started well, but was less of a regular under Sean Dyche in the closing weeks. Calvin Phillips and James Ward-Prowse have obviously been main targets, so to speak, linked with replacing Declan Rice from the Premier League. But Onana, definitely with the physicality, the phenomenal attributes he was when he came to Upton Park, when he came to London Stadium in that big whoever lost got Sean Dyche save our season match. He looked really good. He did look really, really good. Not only is he a unit, but he's really good in the ball and can drive forward. And I think, he's got the pace to break through the lines and really sort of get things going. 50 million looking likely to be a price for whatever midfielder we go for. If it was a toss-up between him, say, Calvin Phillips and James Ward-Prowse, I'd get him. He's got youth in his side as well. He's younger, and he's just got the physicality that JWP wouldn't have, and he's more youthful, so maybe he's less likely to pick up any injuries compared to Calvin Phillips. He could even be replacing Tommy Soucek, really. He would form a incredible partnership, I think, with Lucas Paqueta next season. And then give space for one more. So whether it would be a Alex Scott or someone like that, there's so many options. It's ridiculous. We have currently been linked with something like, I will find my sheet. Where's my sheet? My Juan sheet. And this is not included in the Onana, and we'll have some more Hammers headlines of other players who've been linked with. But it's a ridiculous number already, and it's going to get even worse. It's going to get even worse as the summer goes on. Every day we're getting half a dozen, and it'll be even worse once the Declan Rice saga gets sorted out as well, because then clubs will know we've got money in the bank as well. And that's the thing. Once they know we've got the money in the bank, that's the share. That's the issue. But I think 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, 40, 60, about 70 players already we've been linked with. And we've only been open in the transfer window about 2.5, 3 weeks. Meant to win it. But would you welcome back Onana? Would you welcome Onana in? I think there's some. It seems that we see there seems to be, we'll get some new names, but a lot of it old names rehashed. And we know how Moisey likes, he likes to get people that he wants. And Onana was obviously clearly someone we were very, very close to getting. It may have worked out better. And actually, we got, we spent that money on Lucas Paqueta, who, is a phenomenal player. And a bit like 3 years ago when we were looking at getting Naif again, and we got Kurt Zuma. The following season, we got Naif again. Could it be this? Could it be history repeating itself? We got Paqueta last season. Could we get Onana this season? Who knows? Let me know in the comments. There's certain players I think that I would say no to, but someone like him, I just think he's got something about him. And I know like he turned us down, but everyone fucking turns us down. You know what I mean? And I think maybe he comes back with the tail between his legs a little bit, but who knows? Who knows? Anyway, keeping on the channel, any breaking news? We're led to believe that Tim Steinton apparently is, and we did a show last week saying it's imminent. It still is imminent. It could happen any time now. So as soon as that is announced, we will be putting that out. And any developments in the Declan Rice saga, we'll also give you the latest as well. Check out the weekend. We had loads of stuff. Who would we sell? Who would we buy? Who would we keep? Who would we bench? All that type of stuff from myself, Holly, various others as well. We did a story yesterday about, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday about Boeing to Tottenham. That wouldn't happen. Could you imagine? That'd be a very quiet dinner table at Christmas at the Dyer household if that happened. And anyway, if you like what we do, don't forget to subscribe. There's a lot of people apparently have been messaging me. They were subscribers and they're not subscribers. Apparently something that happens quite a lot across YouTube. So have a look down there. If it's red, you're not subscribed. Look, if you click it, it goes grey, and then hit the bell notification. We'll have some, as we always do, some good in the summer, some great guests coming up soon, and we've only a couple of weeks left, and they will bugger off to Australia, don't they? So plenty to come on the West Ham network, including another West Ham network baby. If you saw Holly's Twitter and Facebook, her and Dan are expecting a little bubba. Which we're really happy about. We're happy about. We're like proud parents. We're like Uncle Russ and Uncle Anton are very happy, and congratulations to the pair of them. Around December time, they reckon, but they haven't got the actual exact date. But Holly's birthday's in December as well, so yeah. Anyway, congratulations to the happy couple. It'll be our second baby after Anton had his third when during the network. It's times era thing. Anyway, take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble. You don't need to stay warm, it's sweltering. Anyway, stay cool, and we'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye bye, take care.